Hey everybody, I'm Rob Freeman, and today we're answering a question: what is an action over exclusion, and how can this be problematic for you as an employer? Well, when one of your employees is injured on the job, they will file a workers' compensation claim. However, if a third party was somehow liable or contributed to their workplace injury, there's nothing to prevent that employee from filing a lawsuit against that third party. This can be problematic for you as an employer if you're providing indemnification to that third party. So let's look at an example. Imagine a solar developer contracts with a building owner to put a large solar system on the roof. In the course of the installation, one of the employees is injured on the job. They fall off the roof or they're somehow injured, and they file a workers' compensation claim. However, they also file a lawsuit against the building owner because they believe the building owner was negligent. Maybe it was some deferred maintenance or some safety protocols that weren't being followed. But whatever the reason is, whether it's founded or unfounded, they file a lawsuit against the building owner. In this case, because of the contractual indemnification that exists between the solar developer and the building owner is going to tender that lawsuit back to the solar developer. That's what's called an action over. Now, what would the solar developer do in this case? Typically any claims for employee injury that fall outside of workers' compensation will be picked up by the employer's liability policy. However, the employer's liability policy has an exclusion for any liability assumed under a contract. So what will the employer do then? What about the general liability policy? Well, the general liability policy really covers third-party bodily injury and property damage, and it excludes any employee injury, any bodily injury for employees. However, there may be a give back of coverage in the GL under the employer's liability exclusion, where it will give back coverage for liability assumed under a contract. So what you need to do is look in your general liability policy for an absolute employer's liability exclusion, or what they call an action over exclusion, because this can really cause problems for you in the event of an action over. And especially if you do work in New York City, because of Labor Law 240 and 241, also called the scaffold law, these laws impose strict liability on not only the contractor, but also the building owner. And this can cause catastrophic claims. The average labor law claim is over $1 million, and I've read about claims that are in the tens of millions of dollars. So anyway, if you have questions about your insurance or the indemnification that you have between you and other parties that you're doing work for, feel free to schedule an appointment with me. I love answering your questions. I hope this has been helpful, and thanks again, and have a great day.